favourite, a mega pint of rosé and a pack of Marlborough Gold. Oh my God, it's got my face on it.
Your face on it.
That's hilarious. I'm going to have to break my sobriety.
And someone messaged you like, hi, doll.
It's not. Hey, girl. And I was like, either my husband's cheating or I've uploaded a nude.
I love how unfiltered you guys are.
I used to hump pillows and I used to sit when I was in the jacuzzi.
Everyone's
you've been sat there for ages. And I'd be like,
if you're fucking lying, Liv, come on, you fuck.
I actually haven't with the jacuzzi one. No,
I humped a pillow.
No,
Yes, you
I have to pillow. No, I'm going to be honest. As someone who's a sex worker, someone who works in sex. For someone who works in the sex industry.
So if you do manage to pull someone of that kind of caliber, you can just go and save the sperm.
No.
I'm not telling you to do this.
Put it online.
We need content for the website.
Go on, try and find it. Oh, straight on the bottom.
Welcome back to another episode of Private Parts with me, Liv Bentley. This is the podcast where nothing is off limits. But today, it's not just me. I am joined by two phenomenal females for a Valentine's Day special collaboration. I'm sure you know them already. It's Ashley and Lauren from the amazing Nip Tuck Pod.
Hello.
Welcome.
Can you clap yourself?
Yeah?
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm clapping you. This is exciting. We've just been talking, haven't we? And we've actually not come up for air yet, have we? So we need to be... No interrupting, we're bad,
No
aren't we?
interrupting.
Because we've just been like, blah, 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 blah. So I think they're going to have a good pod here, aren't they? We're going to calm down.
I want to hear all about it. Just before we get into this, can you just explain how the fuck it started? Like, who came up with the idea? How long have you been doing it?
Ashley's the brains, I'm Pinky. So I'm just Pinky. So
my forehead's big. Right, so basically, in lockdown, I was listening to podcasts and I was just like beyond obsessed with podcasts. And Lauren and I had worked together for many years previously. And I just thought, do you know who I would love to do this with? Because she is one of the funniest, most unhinged people I'd ever met in my life.
Funny, unhinged.
Unhinged is good.
Goes hand in hand.
Yeah, so I gave her a call and I was like, I've had an idea. Have you ever listened to a podcast? And what's a podcast?
I spent
Who the fuck will listen to that?
I spent my lockdown getting pissed and shagged.
Yeah.
So I wasn't listening to podcasts.
Well, I was doing that as well.
At
Like,
the same
there
time.
was bits in between.
But I'd never really heard of a podcast. I didn't.
No.
It wasn't my thing. But you were like, listen, let's just go and do an episode. Let's give it a go. And it turns out, it worked. It worked.
And what was the premise? What were you just two girls catching up?
Just chatting shit.
Exactly.
We're just talking crap, weren't we?
Yeah.
And it was funny. We
gave it a go, and then we were like, oh shit, loads of people have listened, so might need to do another one. And like, where do we fit this into our diary? Like, it literally was just a one-off, Liv, and then it went from there and it snowballed, and now it's every week we record, we release 2 episodes, a main and a bonus, and it's turned into this cult that is Nip Tuck.
It's a proper grown-up job now.
Yeah.
Full-time job. No,
full-time
that's
job.
amazing.
Tell us about yours as well.
Well, I didn't fucking start this. This was started by Jamie Lang like 8 years ago.
Wow.
And the premise originally was him and another guy, Francis Ball. No one knows what's happened to him.
I remember him.
Would read inserts from their gap year diaries kind of thing. And anyway, as the years went on, they went on to do other things. And then I sort of took over with the co-host, Tom Lucy. And then eventually Tom left and now it's just me. And now I just have different amazing guests like you.
Oh, did I just break the chair?
No, don't worry.
Oh, right, okay.
Don't worry, some fucker's got fake tan all over my one. And so now I just have different interesting people, like you. Because I'm a nosy fucker and I like knowing about people's private parts.
I'll tell you about mine, no problem. We talk about our private parts a lot, don't we? That's the thing. I think when we heard from you guys, we thought this is going to be a great collab because you are just like us in the sense of, yes, you're a lady, but
I'm really not, by the way.
No,
I'm
like
a savage.
And then as in genitals. And then on paper. And then on paper, you're a female. As are we on paper, but we don't fit into that mold. We say what we want to say. We say the wrong words. We talk about sex as normal. We don't hide it. We don't try and be anything different. We're quite, what's the word? Vulgar in a way sometimes. And we just thought this is going to be
the perfect match.
It's just the perfect match.
But I really like that because I actually think, I love when girls, when girls get together and the shit they actually say. That's what you want.
That's what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, like we've said, that you outdo each other. Someone tells an awful story and you're like, well, guess what I did? And
I've
it
got
gets
something
bigger.
worse.
But the best thing about it is there's no judgment. You're actually like, go on, what else did you do? Tell us more. And that's what we need more in society.
Right, so Liv,
Tell me.
Oh, God, shit,
we bought you a present.
Yeah, you can't have it now.
Tell me.
In an All Saints bag, did we have nothing better? Right, close your eyes. Pass along.
Here you go.
Oh my God, my favourite, a mega pint of rosé and a pack of Marlborough Gold. Oh my God, it's got my face on it.
Your face on it.
That's hilarious. I'm going to have to break my sobriety. Oh my God, that is so sweet.
So next time you poison yourself, poison your lungs, think of us.
Oh my God, the cigarettes. This
Cool,
is true.
right?
Let's just start smoking in the studio.
Yeah.
Can you see? This was my favourite, the chicken
Wine, feeling
wine.
fine. That's what we always say.
And now
you-
your face is on a little chicken.
Oh no, I'm going to have to save this for when I hit 1 year.
Yes.
Yeah.
The neck
Yes,
it in
and the
one.
neck it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You
Oh my
can't
God,
beat
thank you so
chicken wine,
much.
can you?
Enjoy.
Great value.
Property of Liv Bentley. Oh my
right?
God, I love that. I've got one for you guys, but you might have to share this, but having heard how you two are, that could be normal.
Is it a double-ended dildo?
No, it is my vibrator.
Oh my
Show.
Thing is, it's big.
And what do you do with it? Does it go up, in,
It
around?
goes
A
everywhere.
clit sucker.
No.
Let me see.
Oh, it's a microphone.
Oh.
No, trust me, the vibrations on this you'll take off.
I've got one
Really?
of them, but it plugs in at the wall, so it's a bit.
So you kind of stuck next to the plug, so it doesn't look
Oh,
like
it's
it
one of
does.
the dodgy ones.
Oh,
No,
well,
joking.
you stood next to a plug normally with the ones we use. Put it on.
Yeah.
Put it on.
Put it on. Put it on mine.
We need content for the
Go on,
website.
Go on, try and find it. Oh, straight on the bottom. You'd be a fantastic lesbian. Oh, woo! Come here, you.
Oh, thanks, Liv.
God, that is incredibly
I've also got you
powerful.
some lube as well for after.
That is.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about the lube, because lube is risky. I think. It
Oh,
has to be
wait,
right.
why is it risky?
isn't
What have you?
too offensive.
Certain lubes
Can
aren't great for your
aggravate.
vagina.
So this is why I created my lube. Is
Right.
that me and a friend of mine and I were talking, and I don't know how this is so uncommon. I assume it's because the female anatomy isn't educated hugely on. So things like don't use specific soaps or gels or anything like that. And certain lubricants that are scented or flavoured can offset a lot going on down there.
Your pH.
And your pH, which no one knows about. Also,
Yeah.
something that I discovered early on when we were learning about lube. You know how guys, and I actually think it's really low rent when men say this, when they talk about how if a girl has a smelly vagina,
Yeah.
it actually tends to be from some other
From
bloke's
the man.
semen.
Yeah.
Or from their semen. So
Yeah.
that's
it
because
makes
it's
the vagina
offset.
smelly because
Yeah.
it's not a good mix, or because
Yeah.
they've got like shit semen.
It's because their pH is different.
He's
to
a bit
female,
off.
so it offsets.
Okay, that's really
So we
interesting.
made this lube that I've actually got it here.
Let's
What's
see.
it called? You've not said the name
Sorry,
yet. Come
Jomo.
on.
Jealous of my orgasm and joy of missing out.
Great.
That is marketing genius.
Yeah, the only problem is one's got CBD in it, which if you're thinking of doing a CBD company, don't. It's a fucking nightmare.
What
We
with
were actually
legal?
talking about
Are you? No, well, it's just like it's just hard because it's such a sort of taboo thing. So anyway, one is a CBD arousal oil and one's an intimate serum. And basically, they both have the CBD and then we've got L-arginine in one of them.
Stunning.
So it's not going to give you a smelly or sore fanny.
No. Then it's neutral and it's
The
all
packaging's
about...
beautiful.
Gorgeous.
The CBD encourages blood flow, which heightens sensation, so you just get a more intensified
So
orgasm.
like having a joint through your fanny.
What?
It's like having a joint through your fanny. Like a bong through the fan.
Oh my goodness.
But it
the
actually smells really
texture.
nice, but it's all natural.
Oh, it's
I
like a
how it's
lavendery.
made by you, because I trust that you won't let me put anything up my fanny that's not good. Or
How
no.
did you
and I
do the,
I think it's really important that because I think so many people don't realise the damage you can do to things
Guys,
down.
does anyone remember being about, I mean, obviously 16 and above, but teenage, that age, and buying the cherry Durex?
Yeah, I know.
The tingle.
And it's
and it cracks.
and you get the tingly stuff and you'd be burning, but because you thought you were really cool buying all this
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
stuff. No, this feels
I love
really good.
that.
So that one's scentless, but that one's the water-based one.
Very exciting.
My husband's gonna be very happy
smell
about
this one.
Yeah, that one's so the oil-based one works
Oh.
with it works with our sex toy, but it doesn't always work with condoms. So certain condoms. So
I
that's
don't
why we did
use them.
oil-based. No, I.
Sorry, everyone should use them.
Everyone should.
Do you know what? We did speak, and this is controversial, and we're not doctors. We need to caveat this because we will make some wild claims. Well, you were just saying, like...
It feels like a Tesco bag up your fanny sometimes.
It's not that. It's just the whole, like, I'd actually be offended if someone went, are you using a condom? I'd be like, what, do you think I'm a slag? But then it's like, well, I am a slag. But do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like...
It's an awkward moment. We need to change it.
Actually, can I just say, this is like perfect
Who else are
timing
you
for a
fucking
dilemma.
then? Right.
Okay, we've had a dilemma, and on that subject, I can't get over these cigarettes, by the way. This is all amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome, darling.
Okay, so this is a dilemma that's come in that's made me think of that.
Okay.
My boyfriend and I have been together for a year, and he is now refusing to wear condoms as he says it doesn't feel the same and thinks I should just go on the pill for protection. But I don't want the hormones to mess my body up and think that's selfish of him. However, the other day we were in his car and I found an unopened box of condoms in his glove compartment. He went bright red and said they were old, but I've never seen them before, and somehow I don't believe him. Is he cheating? And why is he giving me a hard time about them if he's using them?
Right, I think we need to break this down into two totally separate dilemmas.
It's two separates, yeah.
So the first one, Ashley, I know you...
Let's unpack this.
That's anything.
Let's unpack
We've got a
this.
lot to unpack. We're going to unpack this. So I think, Ashley, you talk about the contraception side of it.
Right.
Because he is being a cheeky bastard doing
He
that.
is. So, your body, your rules, my darling.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's whatever feels right for you. And to be honest, a condom thing doesn't really make much difference to you. So that's totally up to you and whatever you're comfortable with. Because at the end of the day, if you do get an STI or you get pregnant or whatever, that's your problem then, isn't it? So there are other things that you could consider, the apps that we all know about, which I personally
Tracking your
absolutely
cycle.
Flow.
Flow, natural cycles.
Tells me when I'm going to be bloated and when I'm going to be fucking grumpy. She's spot on
Brilliant.
every time. She
Yeah.
actually just told me this morning I'll have mood swings. Not in this
Oh,
episode,
not now.
obviously. No, don't worry. You guys have
Yeah,
cheered me up. There's
so
always
you
the wine.
You could use the app.
Yeah, I think the app's tracking your cycle.
But if she doesn't want to do that and she's not automatically like up for it, and also the apps take about 3 months with a heavy amount of inputting data to be like how you've got yours live, like bang on. So I'd say do whatever feels right to you with regards to that. And also it's just, I kind of do get that if you have been in a relationship for a year, the condoms should maybe be put away.
But I think the fact of the matter is, right, they don't want a baby, so something's got to have to give here. They don't, I'm assuming it's not an STI thing, I'm assuming they just don't want a baby right now.
It might be with the next part.
So somebody needs to make a decision on what happens, or else you're going to be really fucked when she gets pregnant. That's even worse, let me tell you, with an 8-month-old. So let me tell you, that's worse than any of it. So I think it's unfair that he's pushing you to take a contraception that's got hormones in it that may affect your body when you don't want to. It's like you saying to him, go and get the snip and then reverse it later. That's not fair. So you need to sit down.
Go back with that girl.
And come to you have the snip and come to a conclusion that's fair. And I think the apps seem to be make the most sense. He doesn't have to wear the condoms because
But he can't have it when he wants it though.
No, true, and he'll have to get used to that. But
Or
then,
even use his fucking left hand and a bit of Jomo.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
And
Or
come on a
right hand.
chest. Like, that's fine. You're not got to get pregnant on there.
Can get pregnant off pre-cum.
You can. The other side that we need to talk about here, though, is the fact, never mind that, mate, because you're going to finish him anyway because he's shagging someone else. So fuck that, you're going to have to finish him.
And it's probably like some kind of street sex worker if
Wow, I
they're
think
in his car.
Oh, good point. Why would you have the condoms in the car?
I'm sorry, guys, that is where my mind went.
We have a story of somebody who literally,
Yeah,
she messaged
just
us in the
a
other
few
day.
days ago.
She emailed us with a dilemma about a year ago where she'd found condoms in a partner's drawer. We were like, he's cheating. She messaged him the other week and said,
He
she
has.
found out a year later, he was cheating the whole time.
What do you think,
I
Liv?
honestly believe, and I think women are lucky in the sense that we have women's intuition.
Agree.
And if you feel something's not right, like if you actually felt the need to write that dilemma and you know already, something's not right. And I think
off.
actually women really need to listen to that, because I think some girls don't, because they go, oh no, it's it's just this, and you almost ultimately make up excuses.
Well, they gaslight you too.
Yeah, they do, and then you start believing on other things. But it's a hard one because I personally don't take contraception. I've never had an easy ride with contraception, so if someone tried to encourage me to do that, I would be very anti it.
Agree.
But I do think it is highly suspect, the condoms.
I've just thought of something. Right.
A femdom.
He didn't want to. He didn't want to use condoms.
Diaphragm.
The whole point here is he didn't want to use them.
Yes, dude, that's what I mean.
So why is he using them?
Yeah.
He's having he's shagging. I'm sorry, it took me a minute. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to use them, but he wants to use them with someone. Sorry,
Yeah,
it just took me a second there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry about that, babe.
Sorry, whoever
Sorry
wrote that
about
in.
that. Get yourself a fella who likes a condom.
Right then, let's get to know each other, guys, with a little funny story. Shall I go first?
Yeah, go on then.
There's numerous funny stories, but if you're new here, I'll tell a recent one that haunts me. So I am an influencer.
Yeah.
Same as you.
I prefer content creator.
Okay.
I prefer noob seller, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever we want to call it. And I went downstairs at my house and I just had a delivery of a zip halo. Have you got one?
Yes.
The facial device. And it was a pink one. And I was so excited because I was like, oh my God, it's a pink one. And it was just on my kitchen table. And I'm always naked in my house, always naked, right? And I was like, oh my God, guys, I've just had this pink zip halo. And then I just went about my day and my full-on fanny
labia.
was hairy-ish fanny.
Labia.
Bit of my C-section poo.
And you could see like the hairs of the labia.
And I was just like,
and she hasn't got a belly, but her belly looks
it
like
didn't look
she
good.
was
Wait,
like
how long did you know it was up for?
4 hours.
No.
her full, like her lips were there.
I've got the picture somewhere. You
I've
can see
got
the
it.
lips and even like a bit of...
A bit of clit in the middle, yeah. And someone messaged you like, "Hi,
And
doll."
it's not...
Yeah,
Hey, girl!
Hey, girl!
And I was
Doll.
like, either my husband's cheating or I've uplifted dude.
Hey,
Which
girl.
one? Not today, not
Sorry
today.
to message.
But it's not the first time it's happened. Another time, I think I was like 9 months pregnant the time before, and I was like, oh, I've got these vintage
Oh, no, I
sunglasses.
felt sorry for you when you
Oh no,
did
don't
that.
with the reflection in them
Yeah,
or something.
and a
But you were
And my
naked.
tits were like veiny and like pig snout.
And her
like,
nipples were like that because she
Yeah,
and it
and it-
sat
and
on
it-
a bump, so she was like. It was,
and they were like,
I felt so
you know, like
sorry
an
for her.
orangutan. Like,
It was bad. I
So anyway.
actually felt for you then because I thought that poor big
Right,
fat.
Liv,
That's
you
actually
next.
fucking funny. My dad, basically, I'm one of 5 kids, 4 girls, only one of them is engaged. Anyway, my dad's like Mrs. Bennett from Pride and Prejudice. He's trying to marry us all off the whole
Yeah,
fucking
I
time.
get it. Get rid of you.
We were at a pub one night and he said, he looked at a table of 4 blokes and he said, right, I'm going to interview each of you and then my daughter's going to pick one. Mortifying for me. And I said,
Were
yeah.
you there or
Oh,
not?
yeah, I was fucking there.
Oh, wow.
And it was just cringe. Anyway, I ultimately picked one. Hung out a few times, went on a night out, and I had quite a few in. And you know when girls have a few drinks, you suddenly this like porn star behaviour comes over you.
Obviously, like
God,
twerking.
yes.
Oh, and I went wild.
I've done that.
You're in a hoe.
Yeah.
Like the Little Mermaid.
Straight out. And you think you're all that. Anyway,
Yeah.
I woke up in the morning and remembered he was teetotal.
Oh, God.
And
did you ride him like a porn star?
Oh no.
I was just mortified. And I didn't really remember much. And I thought, I could never see you again.
I
'Cause
think
at
that's
least-
weird on his part.
No, after I had said this story earlier, on reflection, it was weird on his part.
That's
that he-
weird on his part. That's a him problem.
I think actually now it's cancellation vibes, isn't there? That anyway, that was pretty fucking mortifying. But
Yeah,
a few
that's
of
awful.
my best stories were when I was slightly off my face. But we were talking about another one. I had a brand deal, and I had to go to Wimbledon dressed.
Oh, poor
in-
you.
No. It was actually the brand, I think, deeply regretted it. Anyway, I thought it was a good idea to go on a big old night out the night before.
Oh, no.
So woke up still pissed. Anyway,
Back on
showed
the
up at
sauce.
Wimbledon, did all the fucking content that I thought I needed to, headed home. So I sent the content to my agent and he goes, this is well and good, but why are you sending me all these photos with Evian? You were there with Debenhams. And I standing there in a floral dress and I was like, oh my God. I was so shit-faced I didn't know what I was doing. I'd made my way into another box, done all
at
the
least
press
they let you
photos.
in.
And then he goes, you've got absolutely no content in the fucking dress. Anyway, that was
What
golden.
did you do? How did that end?
I took a selfie in the black cab on my way home.
And they
and they counted it.
With a mini bottle of Prosecco saying Wimbledon. Yeah,
Do you know
it
what,
was,
though?
it was.
AI now.
Yeah, but if AI was fine back
You could
then, I
have
wouldn't have
sorted
even
that.
had to leave the house. I would have pretended to be there. But yeah, that was.
You could have sorted that out.
Those are a couple of things that I like to
fuck.
get up to. Yeah.
Right, go on then.
Now you're.
Oh, mine feels quite dark now. So I've had a string of unsuccessful relationships. I'm married now, all good, so we can laugh about it. And they're hilarious. They're terrible. Now, on one occasion,
to say, but
oh no, bad, really bad. If you haven't listened to Nip Tuck, go to the beginning. You can hear it all. I was seeing this guy. Let's not say much because he's very frightening and he will probably murder me. Like God's honest.
uniquely noticeable.
Yeah. And I was with this guy and he was a very scary guy. Anyway, we were together and it wasn't great. And I lent him Yeah, God, how do I begin? I lent him £20,000 to start a barge boat party business. He didn't give me the money back. Anyway, we got engaged, of course, naturally. And we were driving down the road, and it was a big ring, and it was probably worth like the same as the loan I'd given him. So it meant a lot to me because I thought that's like my security. And he said, right, it's over, took the ring off me, put the window down near my house, and threw the ring out of the window. And obviously it was all really scary. And then the next morning I went back to my mum's, and I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? And she was like, I was like, the loan he's never going to give me back. And she was like, we're going to find the ring. That's what we're going to do. So she rang a friend at the gym. Pete, have you got a metal detector? He went, I have actually, yeah, Liz, I have. Meet me.
Proper northern gear.
Meet me on the dual carriageway in 20 minutes with the metal detector. Lauren's had a nightmare. So we go to the dual carriageway, right? It's fucking pissing down. I'm heartbroken, like I'm a shuddering mess. And my mum's like, no, get that word.
You get to work, bitch.
So we're there with a metal detector at the side of the road on a very busy dual carriageway with our
sort of
hoods
like
up.
What ex-cons have to do on there, like, you know, when they're
Yes.
off.
Yes,
on doing their
community
picking up
service.
litter.
And I'm finished me. She's like, find the ring, and we are there. Beep, 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 and it's a coin. And then I thought no one will have seen me anyway. It's fucking pouring down. It was like one of those awful days. And I then kind of got my phone out after we didn't find the ring. And I just had text after text. Have I just seen you on the dual carriageway, the metal detector? That is just one of so many
Not
awful.
Did you ever get the money back from him?
No, I didn't. And my grandma, God rest her soul, she gave me the money. Yeah.
Oh, that's
and
really
yeah,
sweet.
and I don't think he ever threw the ring.
No,
He's not
no
stupid.
chance.
He will have
Or if the
pretended.
or he did
put it
throw
on
and
his
it was
finger
worth
and gone
nothing.
like
or
that.
it was worth nothing. He's not going to throw like a 30
No, you
grand
wouldn't.
ring at, and I'm there with my mum with the he had it in his fucking pocket. Come on. But we live and we learn, and that was about 10 years
Yeah.
ago. So we're all unhinged.
We are
Great to know. Great to
firmly
know.
unhinged.
Right, so since my terrible dating, I'm now married. Ashley's married.
Yeah.
At
I'm
this
not
point, we're going
married.
to mention that you're absolutely not.
No, not married. Had a
What
couple of-
happened?
What do you? Oh, it's not. I,
Well,
haven't,
I'm
I
not
haven't been divorced.
joking.
But what's the
My
late-
husband, my boyfriend has been. I think I realised my downfall in life is men. Like, as in,
Yeah.
that's where my issues lie. I had one quite sweet boyfriend I made in Chelsea called Digby. He was very sweet.
Yes.
He was charming, and
Handsome.
then I had the twat Tristan.
Can I just say, I love Made in Chelsea, by the way. Like and I don't watch a lot of telly, do I?
Super fan.
And I really, really like it. And I hated Tristan.
It's weird. Lots of people did.
He had a face that I disliked.
Lauren, you can't speak about people that you don't know like
Why?
that.
I watched him on telly. It must be true. It's never edited wrong.
Lauren, imagine if someone came out like, I've seen that
They do.
Lauren on
They do.
TikTok.
They
and
do
they-
say that about
You'd
me.
cry.
They do say that about me, and they're right. I get laughed at all the time, so I'm doing.
Anyway,
that.
if Liv
nothing
says
wrong
it.
with his face. Nothing wrong with it.
I
But it
can
was just
easily
a dis-
become the ex-girlfriend, but yeah.
It was just dislike. I felt.
I think a lot of people did. He had a mixed review on of how people felt towards him. I think.
Very politician-y reply.
Well, it's hard to because it was it's really hard because when I have people on the podcast, I talk about my time on Made in Chelsea, which was obviously I left like 2 years ago, but I was on there for 9 years.
Oh my
so there was a
gosh.
huge part of my life was a part of it, and I don't want to sit here and like actually bash.
Who's the biggest knob on there?
Maver, French
Who's-
bird.
Yeah,
fucking
Maver.
psychopath.
Is she still on there?
I don't even know.
So Maver, I honestly, I don't watch any telly, but I know all this stuff. So Maver was with the guy, James.
yeah, they're
But
married.
first she was with that beautiful boy.
Miles, sweet
Gorgeous
Miles.
boy. And then they got married and had a baby.
Yeah.
She looked like a knob.
Is everyone actually like how they are on there, or are they fake?
When I joined, it was all the older lot, and it was very. I felt like everyone was very genuine, and people would behave badly, but they sort of owned it.
Yeah.
As it went on, I think because social media became so big, people really started protecting themselves and watching how they were behaving
Contriving.
because they didn't want to get trolled. Whereas I think I always kind of remained the same. And even I think people see through it. I think if you behave like a twat, people almost admire you more for it because
Yeah.
they know you're not being fake. And so towards the end of my time on it, I didn't really. I sort of all my friends had gone, so I was like, I'm
That's
over it.
annoying.
I'd
Yeah.
rather be a twat than boring or fake.
Same.
You know, like
But I think it's very obvious, and actually I notice it a bit with social media now. Like there are people I know who sort of portray certain things or like certain behaviours online that I know are not how they are in real life.
I hate that.
Can I say the one thing actually that's really got me going recently is people putting up what they eat in a day. And these girls,
they leave out the packet and the packet of facts.
Yeah, no, but honestly,
Like,
if someone said to me, "Can I put what I eat in a day?" I'd have eaten a pack of facts
Oh
by
yeah,
9.
no, me and Lauren
Full
say that
coffees.
all the time. We're like,
People say to me, Lauren, how have you lost so much weight after the baby? And I think they expect me to come up with some gym plan and this, because I don't eat anything and I just smoke all day and drink coffee. That's the truth. And I
know, it
always say,
sounds bad,
I will
but-
write that back, because I'm
Yeah.
not going to give them false hope that if you do, like, that's not how I did it. So I totally get it. It's like,
Yeah.
no, you don't eat that in a day.
But I just don't know. I don't think it's healthy. And I think, as in, because you
makes
see
everyone
these
feel like shit.
yeah, and these stick thin girls eating sort of like 3,000 calories, and you're like, I know
That's
you
a
don't
lie.
eat that.
That's a lie. I don't like what you eat in a day anyway. Whenever I get asked, I'm like, no, it's weird. Sorry,
Yeah.
the fact you've even asked me, that's weird.
I'll tell you what I smoke in a day.
Yeah, absolutely. And how much you
Fucking
drink.
20.
Yeah, absolutely. We should do that. How many do I? And then every time you smoke, you should
Yeah,
different
that
selfies
actually
from
maybe
different
I'll
angles.
start doing
I
that.
think that's a good
I'm going
idea.
to start getting back to. I'm not very good at doing content. I find I don't find it easy, to be honest. I think because I got a following because of being on TV. I think people followed me thinking my Instagram was going to replicate how much of a cunt on TV I was.
Right.
But I don't. I just flog the odd thing here and there. But I need to actually get better at it and show what I really do.
Well, it's lucrative. Like, it's a good thing for you to do.
Yeah.
But I do
How
agree
many
with
of
you.
these have you sold, Liv?
500, 600.
Right, and do you get like reviews back on them?
Those were a newer thing. With the lube, we started the lube end of it was the end of lockdown, and that did amazingly. The CBD one, and slowly we're trying to build more products. But I want to get more into the wellness sector, not just the sex sector.
In what way?
Well, I want to get into doing sort of supplements, electrolytes,
Oh,
women's like
obsessed.
female probiotics, vaginal
Yes.
probiotics, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Love that.
Yes.
Would do really, really
So
well.
what actually made you do? Did you have a bad case of BV once and think
No,
I'm going to do a
I was
lube?
just faking it. I literally would moan, and then I was like, "Well, that was
Really?
fake," and they'd
Do you,
believe it.
have you always used sex toys?
Yeah.
What was your first sex toy experience? Mine was an electric toothbrush.
Was it?
I used to rub my fanny on the corner of a table or a chair.
Did you used to
Or
hump,
like in the hot
Did
tub.
you used to hump pillows?
I love how unfiltered you guys
I
are.
used to hump
This is
pillows and I
great.
used to sit when I was in the jacuzzi. Mum would be
Everyone's
like, "You've been
humped
sat there for
together."
ages," and I'd be like,
If you're fucking lying, Liv, come on, you fucked.
I actually haven't with the jacuzzi one.
Bullshit!
No,
"Have you
I
humped a pillow?"
no,
Yes, you
I haven't
have.
humped a pillow.
Oh, what I eat in a day?
What?
Never humped
No.
a pillow.
I'm trying to think of anything niche I would have done when I was like, I had a really sweet boyfriend when I like didn't lose my virginity till I was about 17.
No, but you do. That's
No,
why
and
we
I
were
didn't
fiddling.
prior to that. No, prior to that I didn't.
You
I
just
basically
fiddle.
looked like a little boy till I was about 16. Didn't have any tits, barely had any hair because that's
Same, but I
You
still
only need a
fiddle.
fanny. You only need a vagina. It doesn't matter about the hair and tits on. You just need a fanny.
While we're on the topic of sex toys, we have had a confession.
She's deflecting, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. So
No,
did you
listen,
hump a
I'll be
pillow or
honest,
not?
I would tell you if I'd been dry humping sofas.
I'm only joking.
I'll have a think of any rogue moments. Oh, there was this one time, but let's get on to the confession. I worked in A&E.
Wow.
Recently about the guy that A&E got a World War One fucking shit.
Oh, a grenade thing.
Up
yeah.
his arse.
Yeah.
I that's what the beauty of Instagram when you see
Impressive.
those stories. Okay, I worked in A&E. I was assigned to examine a patient with stomach pain. When I got into this cubicle, I realised the woman was an old school friend. However, instead of being unhappy to see me, she was mortified. She confessed she wasn't suffering with stomach pain at all, but had got something stuck down below. She had microwaved a frozen hot dog to use as a sex toy. But as it defrosted, it had softened the hot dog, and it broke off inside her. I removed it, but I doubt she'll be able to look me in the eye at our next school reunion or eat another hot dog.
I have one thing to say on this first. Very thin to use as a sex toy.
It's not girthy, is
Depends
it?
what brand.
What kind of hot dog? But still.
What, a bratwurst?
Yeah, like what?
Well,
the
I'm
ones
guessing
in the tin are very thin.
The girth?
Right.
The
Consistency?
consistency and the warmth.
The warmth. Oh, no,
But surely once it was warmth, it would be on the flop. And how does that get thumbing in a softie?
no.
She
'cause
might not be very experienced.
I would absolutely have gone with a banana or a carrot. Like so much more obvious.
Yeah,
Or a
with some of
cucumber.
Liv's
Or a
lube on
cucumber,
it.
yeah. God, that
Have
poor
you
woman.
ever stuck a fruit or a vegetable inside you?
No. You have, haven't
I'm thinking
you?
about my husband now and who might listen to this.
What that he's used?
I once put a fruit pastel ice lolly
Oh, yeah.
up somebody else's back
Arsehole.
passage. Have I not told you? Maybe is this inappropriate when I've got a husband? Oh yeah.
Oh wait, was it a bloke or a woman?
It's a bloke.
How?
God,
'Cause
I've
they're
made
like
everyone
that
go. I'm the first
fruit
person to make
pastille.
everyone go silent. No one.
I'm
no
just
one.
thinking of the mess.
I'm just thinking of why.
Were you fucked?
This is great.
You were sober.
Oh, sober. I think I think he perhaps had curious thoughts looking
And
back
he
now.
told you to do it.
I can't remember who actually said to do it. I mean, I was just having one.
You just wanted to taste the
You didn't put
Yeah.
it back in your mouth after, did you?
Lauren, that's disgusting.
I can't remember.
Oh, you did.
I can't remember, but knowing me, I wouldn't like to say definitely no. I can't remember, but I did insert it probably halfway.
And then I had a cheeky lick after.
Have you
Potentially.
put things up people's arses?
No, I'm going to be honest. As someone who's a sex worker, someone who works in sex. For someone who works in the sex industry, I'm actually quite tame. I really am. I'm not. I haven't like worn a strap on.
But not even finger.
Oh yeah, cheeky finger.
Yeah.
Guys get nervous with that though, and I always get confused why, because it's like they
Some
want it but they
don't.
don't want it. But I think they get worried that it means more than it actually does.
I think it's more the worried about poo. Because that's why I don't do much bottom stuff, because I think the risk of
When
poo,
you say bottom, it just doesn't sound right, does it?
arse.
Or
Any arse play.
play.
I don't like the arse play. But do you know what? That's why I avoid that area, because I'm just shit scared that might happen. So I think some men are worried because it's a risky area. Do you know what I mean?
and once you've seen that, you can't really come back from it.
But the thing is, right, this is probably a bit crude, but have you ever put your...
I think we're beyond crude, just so
Okay,
you know.
have you ever put your finger in your belly button and it's got a funny smell and you can't stop smelling it?
No.
Okay,
but
your piercing, your ear piercing.
Yeah, I know what
earring
you
bags.
mean.
And you, it's a bit like that if you've ever put your finger up a bottom.
Ew, Lauren.
So you know you shouldn't, but you're like, no? Has no one ever done that? No, just me. Right, I'm looking at Lucas. You absolutely... Well, thank you, Lucas, for backing me up here. Anyway, right.
So
Anyway.
Luke's in the corner. Could you tell us what you've put up there?
I mean, I've put a few ice cubes up guys' bums and then pushed it in with my penis.
Have you?
Why?
Oh,
Why is it
really?
so good? Because of the hot and cold sensation.
Where does the ice cube go? How far does it go up?
It goes in and it's great.
For everyone involved? I've just had a great idea.
Same with the mouth.
Really?
Mouth.
Right, girls, the suggestion is put the ice cube in the mouth and then give the blowjob.
Well,
and
I guess it would numb your throat because you can spray your throat with that spray so you can deep throat.
Oh.
Right? So it must be like a numb.
Could
and then
you make an ice cube, hear me out of one of Liv's lubes, put that up first,
Oh, your vagina.
and then, because then you get the ice
you
cube
could
and the
pretend
lube
that
all
you
in one.
squirted.
I need, some sort of cold suppository.
Yeah.
Suppository.
Is that
Oh,
what they're
God.
called?
Yeah, it doesn't sound as sexy.
No,
then.
it doesn't. That sounds
No.
like someone who's bunged up.
Yeah.
I'll think about it, but yeah, I'll name my next product. Nip, tuck, and let's have a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've gone on from my tragic single history, and you two are both married. How did you meet? What happened? How did it go?
I've been married for the longest. So I met my husband like 14 years ago, and
Love at first sight?
kind of took a bit to get together, and then we were together for like 7 years.
Yeah.
Then we split up, and I had a baby with someone else and got engaged to someone else.
Talk about revenge, she doesn't fuck about.
Yeah, I went a bit far with that. And then we got back together, and now we're married. We've been married for like 4 years.
And more
4
kids?
years.
And 2 more kids.
And 2 more kids.
That's quite sweet, though.
Yeah.
You
Kind
found
of
each
sweet.
other
So we
really
must
good.
really like each other.
Yeah.
Or there was no one else.
One or the other, or a
There was
combination.
no one else.
Or you both look around and
No,
thought, nah,
no.
fuck it.
He,
we're going.
do you know what? He lets me do whatever I want within reason. And yeah, it just feels right. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like there's no...
How did you know the second time round that was it? Like, did you have a feeling that this is right?
Yeah, because I'd never been with anyone else that like didn't fully give me the ick, or like, you know, like sometimes you think, I'll give this a go, but X, Y, Z. Whereas with him, it's more like, well, I know where I stand because I've already been with you for ages, and yeah, there's no like power play, there's no jealousy or you're allowed to do this if I'm allowed to do that. We're just both our own people, which some people do find really strange, but I don't.
And you forced him to marry you, kind of, didn't you?
Kind of, yeah, because I was just like...
How did you force him to marry?
Well, I mean, he did it.
No, but you can't.
No, I did. And I
did.
said to him, like, if you messed me around last time, so I've got a kid now and I'm not fucking around, like, in the terms of messing around. And if you're serious about it, then come back to me when you're ready to be serious. And he said, I'm serious, let's get married.
And they actually did in like how many weeks?
2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. So I planned
No
my wedding in
messing.
2 weeks, didn't tell anyone. You only had 9 people at my wedding.
Can I just say, I really like that.
Yeah.
I
it
like
was
these
so
intimate-
stress-free. It was gorgeous. No one had any input on anything because I knew if I said to anyone, I'm getting back with and we're getting married, fuck off, don't care. Literally just had 9 people there, planned it all in secret, told everyone like 5-6 days before, be here if you want to be here, and just turned up married.
And did it, and you wore like a
Suit off the internet that was like £200. Had our favourite chef from the Ivy, did food at the house, got married in a church.
Unreal.
Went to work the next day, carried on like
Cracked on.
normal.
Can I just say, I said this on a podcast, on the solo episode last week. I was like, if I was to get married, that is exactly how I would do
Yeah,
it.
just like the stress of it, even the stress of that small wedding, I was like, this is just, and it gave me like the ick of the thought of like walking down and everyone looking at me and, oh wow, I just found it so weird and narcissistic. And like, even when the photographer was like, what kind of photos do you want? I was like, no, nothing too posed or...
Which is weird because you wouldn't think
yeah.
that you'd be like that.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to like the glam, all the selfies, like you would think that Ashley would enjoy that side of it. But
I'm
you're
really
not.
private. Like I don't show my kids on social media. Like people when they meet me sometimes don't even know that I've got 3 kids.
Really?
Yeah.
What is your view on people showing kids on Instagram? Like, what's your...
It's not right.
Do you think?
We've both got totally different
I show mine.
views.
Yeah.
But I totally understand and appreciate Ashley's standpoint on
Decision
it.
not to.
If I'm honest, the reason I do is because I'm burying my head in the sand and pretending that it's fine.
Well, because you've always done
I've
it.
always
as
done
well.
it.
Well, as in
And
you
you're
deep
like,
down
they're
think
already
actually it's
out
better
there
you worked
kind of
out,
thing.
did it?
Potentially. So what I do is avoid any...
It's okay.
You got a cramp?
Yeah, it's fucking
Or do you need a trump?
Oh, no.
Just get up and do a quick one and then sit down. No, I avoid deep diving the dangers of it.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy showing my children, because not that this isn't to say that somebody isn't proud if they don't show them, but I'm proud of them. They're really cute. I
Yeah.
love my life. I have them a lot. So when I'm doing videos and stuff, they're there. I enjoy it. I like showing my kids. So I, if I'm honest, avoid looking at why I shouldn't,
Yeah.
because it will
Show
pull me
yours.
off, put me off.
I don't know. Only now because of the way AI is.
It's so
It's
terrifying.
concerning
Yeah.
what someone could do
Agree.
with your kid's face, and that's
I agree.
my only thing about it. I mean, do you get as influencers? Do you get many ads that are involving your children?
I'm starting to get requests through. Ashley won't, because she doesn't show them, so she's not your.
I do get like I get like mumfluencer ones, but I say from the get go like you're not seeing any part of the
Kids.
kid.
Yeah.
But I can do it like, and I do recommendations of things like I don't know, a buggy or
Yeah.
Yeah.
a milk.
But they're not
or a-
studying on camera doing ads.
No,
with you.
no.
Thea loves it though. So my little girl's 8.
Yeah.
And she's watched me like do what I do, and she always says, "Mum, can we do an unboxing?" And she's got that age, and she watches YouTube, so she really
Yeah.
enjoys it. She's not on much of my stuff, but if something came through and it was like for the both of you, I would do it, because I also think it's quite authentic as well. That is my daughter. That is what we do.
Yeah.
Do you know, we do sit together and do those kinds of things. But I totally understand why it's not the best idea,
Yeah.
which is potentially
It's
why
a
I'm burying
fucking
my
hard
head.
one though, actually, I suppose, because also this is where it's
I want to be
like,
authentic.
How authentic do you want to be on your Instagram? But then also at the risk of certain things happening. Like there was some creepy advert recently, and it was a mother and a daughter going up an escalator in a shopping centre, and some random
I
bloke
watched
coming
that,
up, and
and
it
it
said
was
something
coming
like "Hello, Lily," and the mother
I know
goes,
when your birthday is.
Yeah,
So
so-
it's so true. So what happened to me once, actually?
That was
I
when
was
I
in
turned to
Aldi.
you and I said, "This is."
I was in Aldi and me and Thea were walking along chatting, and this lady, she wasn't a weirdo, she was totally normal, nothing wrong with her, said something and then was like, oh, look, recognised her, and then went, I love your mum's podcast, and kind of looked round for me. Nothing weird, she was lovely.
Yeah.
But then I thought, oh shit. Like, she literally saw Thea before me and was like, oh my God, I love your mum's podcast. Look round for me. And then she said something to her, like, something that showed she knew about me. Something like, oh, your mum, I'll be laughing when you do that because I must have posted it before. And I was just like,
It's a weird one, isn't
and James
it?
says when he goes out, so my husband said when he's out without me, he can feel eyes on him.
Yeah,
And
because our husbands aren't influencers.
no. And he said that he went to the Trafford Centre with Thea, and he said I could see people noticing her and me, and then working cogs going, and I wasn't even there.
When people
it is
see
scary.
me out and I've got the kids with me, they're like this.
She has
Like
kids.
looking at them like, oh, what do they look like? It's
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah, like they've got a secret.
Like you wanted the Trafford Centre the other day.
Yeah, and it's like,
Screaming at her.
honestly.
What do your husbands think about it? Do they have any concerns with anything? With any like or
Our
concerns?
husbands have got no fucking concern.
They've got
They're
no say.
They're so chilled out. They're
Yeah.
horizontal. They don't have an opinion on anything, do they?
That mine doesn't like being shown. And he says like, oh, please don't talk about me. Stop
So I'm going to anyway.
Because he's like a big businessman at work or whatever the fuck it is he does. His little business.
Yeah, he's got a tiny
It's
little
so funny.
lorry
And he's like,
thing.
please, Ashley, just stop. I'm so mean, actually.
He has to have these like really important meetings with all these boys, and then Ashley that morning has gone, oh, he loves it when I do this. Like, and he's like,
So
I'm sorry,
mean.
we're going to have to let you go from the company.
Yeah.
And they're thinking, yeah, well, you like it up the arse. I'm joking. She's never said that. She's never said that. That's a joke. That's a joke. She's never said that.
Yeah.
James doesn't mind.
Tell Liv how you met James then.
James messaged me on Instagram. It was
Yeah.
a flame emoji, very basic. But with my Insta, like, ooh, flames. But with my Insta, I think my following is something like 90% women.
Yeah.
So I rarely get hit on Instagram. And also I think because of the way I talk, because of the way I am, I think they're a bit put off or they're not really that keen. And when they do, they're really not very attractive. Anyway, I got this flames and I looked at his little profile picture. So I thought, fucking hell, is he fit? I think he's fit. Mate, there's some fit. He's got a finger. Because they're all
We've got one!
they're all either gay or women. And I was like, he's fit. He's definitely fit. Followed him back. And it turns out I had ended up on his Explore page and I'd written something about, it was with you actually on the picture, something like having fun before the fucking nursery run or something like that. And he said, I like her, she's funny. Yeah. And he said, the weirdest thing is, he was like, as soon as I saw that picture, I was like, I'm intrigued by this woman. So we sent the flames, I sent some back, well, we had a little bit of a chat and we actually spent 6 months being pen pals. I was shagging who I was shagging. He was shagging who he was shagging, whatever. We never actually met up. We just, when I got in from nights out, me and my friends would FaceTime him and we'd be like, we're fucking steaming. And what I loved is that he found that hilarious. He never once thought, oh, I don't want my wife to be doing that. He was like, she's funny. And I always get naked when I'm drunk and he does. And he was just like, we just had this thing. And then one day, I thought, right, I'm going to have to meet him. I've been leading him on for 6 months now. Like, it's good. And I thought, sod it, right, I'm going round. I looked quite decent.
You've been with me that day.
Yes, I'd been at work and I happened to have shaved. And
She knew what she knew what she was doing.
he always says to me, you knew what you would. I was like, no, it just happened to be
She
smooth.
never shaves usually.
And my makeup had gone well that day. I had a smooth vagina. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to go round to his house for a coffee. Sod it. So I texted him, like, are you in? And he was like, well, 6 months I've been wanking over her and she's finally coming. So I turned up at the door and honestly, I swear he opened the door and I thought, shit, I'm absolutely done. He's amazing. He's really fit. Really fit. And he had his cap on backwards and he smiled at me and I just remember thinking, oh, fuck. And
That's
then,
like the most positive online sort of situation that you could have fucking had.
I literally just thought, this is it, bastard. And then we've never been apart since. And he's got 3 children.
Yeah.
Which was a ball ache, but he has. And no, I'm not going to be honest. It would be easy to. Sorry, but it was. It is a ball ache. I love them to bits now.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course it is.
How long ago was this?
4 years ago.
Okay.
So he's 3 kids. I already had my little girl.
Yeah.
And then we got together in a very short period of time because I actually told him I told him to.
Yeah,
No,
you
we've got
did.
problems. I
Yeah,
made
we
him marry
do.
me as well.
Coercive.
We have coercive behaviour.
Yeah.
Shit.
Mm.
So basically, he said he was going to propose to me, and he was like, "I'm going to do it soon." But I knew where I wanted to get married, and I knew that venues get booked up, and I was like, "I've booked the venue. You need to." That's literally what happened. So we got engaged, and then we've just had a baby 8 months ago. So he's got 3. I had 1. We've now got Tommy. There's 5. Not out of my vagina, but yeah, 5.
It's a big old blended family. How do you find it? Actually, both of you. Because
God's honest, one of the hardest things I've ever done.
really.
Yeah. And that's nothing to say about the kids. The kids are amazing. The well-being is nothing to do with that. And I wish more people
what
would
way,
be
Lauren?
honest about this.
Yeah, no, can you actually explain? Because
Yeah.
I have a lot of
No
friends.
one's honest.
Yeah.
They're not. They go, I love them like my own, and it's been like one happy family. No, I'm sorry. But when you have your own child, most of the time, you're pregnant for 9 months. It's in your body. It's your baby. You've got used to it. You give birth. It's yours. And you create a bond over time with it, right? And then when stepchildren are involved, and I'm sure it was the same for him, because I had a child as well, you're given these kids, and it's like, right, be a mother figure now.
Yeah.
I don't even know them that well. Like, and you can't just fall in love and it doesn't work like that. And anyone who says it doesn't, I'm sorry, but they're lying. It takes time to get to know them. And all of a sudden, you're in a position where you are a mother figure to some children that you might have only known a year. It's not, it's impossible. And there are also different dynamics. You've got baby mums, baby dads. There's a lot going on.
And then like the father of your first child,
There's
getting
him.
along with the new father. Yeah.
There's a lot of dynamics, and there's a lot, and I don't love kids, actually.
Yeah.
I've never been
Good.
I've never been a person that's, that goes, oh, kids. I've never been like that.
Yeah.
I am more now. So yeah, it's not been easy. However, now we genuinely, it feels much more like a normal family now.
It's calmed down.
It's calmed down. We've all found our place. 'Cause
Yeah.
for them as well, who's this woman? Do you know? It's
The
a lot.
evil.
The
What's
evil.
one bit of advice for someone listening who's got involved in a slightly blended family?
Run!
What would your one run, really?
Fuck it
No,
off!
honestly, because I have friends who always say just it's not what it looks like.
It's not always, but what I will say is, I think it's a great testament to how much I love James and how much he must love me that we have powered through.
Yeah.
And you have to be very strong together as a couple if you want it to work, because it can be very stressful, and you have to be united as a couple. And you also have to be able to talk to each other and respect each other. For example, if I was to say to James, listen, one of the kids keeps doing that, I don't think it's a great idea, he would always say to me, totally, yeah, right, we'll speak about that. He would never say, don't say that about
can't parent my
and
kids.
vice versa.
Yeah.
If he says Thea's being a little knob, I'll be like, right, let's sort this out. It's not, you've got to be a team or you've got no chance. And now, honestly, it's amazing. The kids are hilarious. They love each other. We are in an amazing place, but I just don't want to be that person that pretends that one
it's
day
all
we all
golden.
met up and started skipping. No. What?
They're all up picking flowers.
No. But it is now. It's great now. And they love each other.
And that is the end of part 1. Don't forget to come back for part 2 to find out what's in my box. Welcome back to part 2 of Private Parts with me, Liv Bentley, and my 2 glorious collaborators, the Nip Tuck Girls. And we're about to reveal what's inside our boxes.
Yes, so guys, this is a little bit more X-rated. If you want to see the extra bits and the full extended version, head over to our YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram at NipTuckPod, and in our link tree there are links for absolutely everything. How to get in touch, YouTube, how to listen, all the things. Now, guys, we decided to do something a little bit fun here. So the whole episode's got a bit of a Valentine's theme, and obviously we shared some really cute gifts, but we had the amazing idea of what would you have in your bag for a Valentine's night in or out. So we were all tasked with putting some bits and bats together. Who wants to go first?
You guys go first. Mine's tame as fuck.
We'll go around the room this way.
Okay, so this could have been interpreted, I guess, in any way we wanted to. So the way I took this is, I am going on a Valentine's night out. I'm going to pull, and here's what I need in my bag in case I stay out, and I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
Okay, so mine's a successful Valentine's night, by the way. Sorry, babe. Very successful night. So Here's my little bag.
I've got stuff you've got.
Well, it means that we've both got great minds. So, number 1. In my head, you've been shagging all night and things are sore. It's sore and you're about to get on the train.
We didn't know about Liv's lube.
Yeah.
So I got this. Now, this is actually for after childbirth, so it depends how big his penis was. But my expert midwife, spritz for bits. So this is for after you've given birth, so it's used for stretched holes. You spray
Arse
it
or vagina?
anywhere. You spray it on
Mouth.
the minge.
Stretched hole.
Stretch holes. And if it's for people who've had a baby come out of the hole, then it's going to be good for after sex. So you spray it and it numbs the area. So if you're a little bit sore from a bit of a shagging, then you've got that. Then this actually is for before shagging. This is intimate deodorant. Now I thought
Fanny deodorant.
I don't know how good it is for your pH. Probably going to get thrush or something from it. I don't know. No, it says it's Australian. It must be good. Anyway, what you do is say you're at the club because this could be.
They didn't say that about Rolf Harris.
Shut up. Cancelable. Right, so yeah, you're at the club, you see a guy, you think this is going to go somewhere. Oh my God, what if my vagina stinks? There. And then for the top end, some mouth spray.
We always say, guys, mouth spray, like I'm just coming in on this. Chewing gum makes you look like a massive slag and not in a good way. So mouth spray is the new thing.
Okay.
Please stop with the chewing gum and do mouth spray.
Just a quick mouth spray, fanny, mouth, both holes covered. And then, so I thought the next morning, if anyone's like me, after I've had a big night out and drank loads and, maybe had a one night stand or something like that, the next morning I go under, like anxiety underpants. And then last but not least, a little Balance Active BV gel. Right, this
Chef's
is a hack.
kiss.
So this is a hack that we told all the
Chef's
girls
kiss.
on Nip Tuck a couple of years ago, and I think we nearly sold them out.
We did sell them out on Amazon.
Wait, did you start these?
No.
No.
I wish.
No, because we were looking at doing something
So
similar.
this
So
basically
good.
is for BV, which is bacterial vaginosis. But what we found it's actually really good for, it works as a bit of a clear out, and it's also a good little lube. So
And it's non-scented.
nothing. So if you're a bit dry, which you can be after a drink, go to the
At our
bathroom.
age.
At our age, it gets a bit dry after a drink. You squirt this up. It gets rid of any pH issues that you may have the next day, and it also gives you a bit of lube, so they think you're really wet.
It's a hack.
And they
this
love
is a
that.
hack.
It's a hack. This is a hack.
Yeah.
Have one before and after. And one last tiny thing. If he's really shit in bed, we had a male escort on the pod, Johnny Bravo.
You should get him on.
So he told us some wow stories as a sex worker, and he recommended this little tiny thing, and I thought it could go in your bag, and if he's shit, he might not even notice that you're using it. So I got that as well. That's my bag.
It's a clitoral
I think that's
stimulation.
actually quite a good little pharmaceutical number you've got going on there.
Right.
That is a great bag.
You're welcome.
I fucked up. My bag's useless.
Mine's more of like a lover's night away.
Oh, I was thinking more single whore. Right, okay.
I'm going to give these to one of you because I'm not going to use them, but I wish I could. Men love anything crotchless and they love tights, so these are crotchless tights.
Let's tell James that you've got them, mate. He will get the biggest boner while
No,
he's at work.
and also, guys, like, even if you're limited on funds, go on Love Honey and look at body stockings. Literally a £5. They get men going.
When you said
Anything
limited on funds, I
like-
thought you were going to say just cut out the crotch of a normal pair of tights.
Oh, no. And my husband does, like, ripping tights.
Oh, is it a thing?
Yeah.
You're going to get done, you.
Oh,
Because
sorry.
when he's next in the boardroom, tight ripper, are
Right,
we?
these are game changers, and these are great for if you love a one night stand or a bender or both. We've done that before. These are, I'm going to give you one each. These are the Colgate Wisps. Have you heard about
the
them?
chewy things.
No. So it's a preloaded toothbrush. Yeah.
What a great idea.
So basically, that bead on the end has got toothpaste in it. Hailey Bieber put
yeah,
me
she
onto
made them
these.
go viral.
Yeah. These are sick, guys. So it's a mini toothbrush, which is
Oh my God,
preloaded
unbelievable.
with
What a great idea.
with toothpaste in them, and then it's got like the picky bit, everything.
I said before, these are good.
Okay,
I saw
love
Hailey
these.
Bieber in a video with one recently, and everyone went wild, going, "What is that?" Thinking
I've
it was
used
like
them for a while. They're really good.
They're
now,
really nice. The fuck is that?
Okay, I only bought this because I was really intrigued by these. So these are butt plugs that make you look like a little
That's disgusting. No, that is really odd. That is really...
It's a butt plug with a fucking tail.
An absolute chutney ferret.
Do you get an awful
That is a
chutney
chutney
fairy?
So,
Chutney ferret.
That's what I call a gay guy. I'm allowed to.
so you
Yeah,
could,
he
if you
can't.
wanted to, they had like bunny tails, everything. Now, we
That's weird.
have
That's weird.
we have all heard of the story about when that lady tried to trap Drake and he'd already put hot sauce in the condom.
Sorry?
You don't know?
So basically, Drake, when he fucks girls, puts hot sauce in the condoms
Allegedly.
before he puts them in the bin. Because girls try and steal his sperm.
Right, okay.
Because obviously...
It's Drake.
Because if you're going to have a baby with anyone, why not Drake?
Exactly. So...
That is actually, sorry, now that you've just really thought about a girl whipping into the bin to pick up a used condom.
No, and
It's
a
a
girl did,
lifetime,
and
it
she
makes
had to
sense.
get like an ambulance, and it had hot sauce kills sperm. So he'd put the hot sauce in the condoms. That's like his standard thing that he's always been taught
When
to do.
though? When he puts it on?
No, he takes
No,
the
that would
condom
you'd
off.
have a real problem with that, surely,
okay.
wouldn't you?
Right? And before he puts the condom in the bin, he squirts a bit of hot sauce in it. And then the girl had gone in the bin and shoved it straight up and was like, ah!
That's her fucking karma.
So this here is a disposable syringe. So if you do manage to pull someone of that kind of caliber, you can just go and save the sperm for when you get home. I'm not telling you to do this.
No, but it's a lifetime investment.
I know someone.
Oh my
I know
God.
someone, and I'll tell you who it is later, who managed to scoop and now gets a lot of money.
A lot of maintenance. Well, men should be a bit more clever then and careful.
Hi guys, I can't show you what's in my box.
Exactly. Again, the Balance Active. Guys, like, we have told you about this for so long. It's so good. Just shove it up there. Lawrence explained that. These are absolutely fantastic. These are the mini Neutrogena face wipes. And each face wipe is individually packaged.
Love that.
So whether you want to use that on your vagina or your face or your
whatever.
armpits or anywhere, it's done. Next thing.
Mary Poppins going on over here.
I made these positive affirmation cards because you might want to read them
In the morning when you've gone
and
under.
you've packaged your syringe. Then
You are not a whore. What the?
This is out of control.
a strap on, because you know my dream would be to peg someone,
Someone or your husband?
anyone that would take
Actually,
it.
that would get him. That would get him off the workboard,
Anyone
wouldn't
who
it?
would take... Oh, yeah.
Because I just really want to peg someone.
I get it, to see how it
I've
feels.
got high testosterone, okay?
So you're thinking if you met someone on a night out, they're never going to see you again. They may
Peg.
allow you.
Like, that's the
have it
time to
ready in
peg.
case they say yeah.
A candy thong. We all did them when we were
yeah.
younger, didn't we?
Yeah, that's giving BV.
That is giving sticky
That is giving sticky BV.
and BV. So I'll leave that with you then.
Oh, I've always wanted sticky
or
BV.
Liv, you can have that. And obviously,
Sticky BB, it's horrific.
shameless plug, my brand, Cosmetic Consult.
Yep.
When you know, you're all done in, you ran through, use this.
If you need to get off your
And
face.
you will wake up glowing the next day. No matter if you've done the worst, deep, darkest things, this will
He'll
get
want
you
to
glowing.
see you again.
So this is my brand, Cosmetic Consult. It's an overnight chemical peel. So it's like pre-soaked. You wipe it over your face at night and you wake up stunning.
Glowing.
Glowing.
Semen free.
See,
Yeah.
but depends where
I've
where
got
he
some
aims.
here for you all, so I'll give you them.
Go on then, Liv. What's in your crap
Guys,
bag?
I'm
A
mortified
box of
about my own bag.
chocolates.
Yeah, probably rubbish. Mine's more
In
if
a
actually-
white company
It's in a
bag.
shit bag. Mine's more if like the night's going all right, but then you want to fuck off. So I started with some lingerie.
Oh,
That's men would like that.
I
Why
love
do they
that
like
one.
red?
So this is through the night, right? So we start with this off.
You take that off.
Post-coital ciggy, obviously.
Oh, absolutely.
An electrolyte to get your energy back.
Yeah.
And then a post-it note to saying you've had to fuck off. So I've left the chicken in the oven. See ya.
Nice.
Do you know what's really
that was my
odd?
bag.
Really funny. When I was packing my bag,
That's it.
I nearly packed a pen because I was going to say exactly same. If you're in a hotel, you could do a quick, no,
Yeah.
sorry, dad's dead, gotta go. Like that kind of thing.
Gotta run.
Oh
Gotta
my
run.
God, no,
That's what I
Cat's been ran over, gotta go. That's what I was thinking.
heard this horrendous story recently of this girl that like had finally slept with this guy that she'd like held out for ages, really nice, eligible, like it's going somewhere, and she stays over at his gorgeous apartment on a weeknight. He goes to work, she does a poo in his toilet and it won't flush.
I've heard, yeah.
And so she scoops it out in a little bag, and she's like getting all of her bits together. She leaves it next to the door, the bag, like, because she's gonna throw it in the
throw it
bin.
out the window.
Well, anyway, she didn't. So she leaves it next to the door. She's getting her bits and bobs together, and then she's like, she runs out, door shuts. She's left a bag of shit on the table.
You would think it was such an insult, though. Like, it's her saying to him, "You're a piece of shit."
Oh no! Well, do you remember when I did that thing and I ran across the landing with a poo in my hand? Well, you'll have to listen to the pod. I'm not saying it again. It's mortifying, and I'm a different person now. I'm a completely different person now. But yeah, I think there's a lot of stories like that. We had one where somebody threw it out the window.
Yes.
And then it got stuck on a tree branch,
No,
and she just
no,
kept
no,
seeing
no,
it
no.
swinging, thinking my shit's swinging. She said weeks later it was still there, like disintegrating.
Guys, you've just missed out. And if you want to see what was in our Valentine's bags and boxes and all those things, the extended version is on YouTube. Now let's head straight back in. We aren't finished just yet.
We're
so
going
what-
balls deep with some of your stories.
Yes. Chair leg, should we? Yeah.
You can. I keep hearing this. What the fuck is the chair leg? Don't tell me you fucked it.
This
with
is the
customer.
worst.
It's one of the worst things you're
We
probably going to
dug
hear.
deep for this, so you know.
Is it a personal story?
No.
No, but it feels.
We know the person though.
It feels so personal now because this is so. We were sent in this story about 3 years, two years ago, was it? And it has just been one of the most classic, shocking stories we've ever had, and not many people have been able to beat it. And it is true because we know a cousin of the person who so it's true.
It's
okay?
true.
Do you want to start?
Yeah.
Tell
Right.
the full. We may ad lib touches.
So basically, this girl wrote in and she was working shifts as a nurse on a ward. And she was seeing this guy, Packet he was always on it. And he used to be on the packet like every day in the week, like at the pub, like just a proper like ming. Anyway, she goes to work, standard thing, like he's not turned up home. So she goes home on her lunch break. She's got a spare hour. She works around the corner. And she goes to go in her bedroom to check if he's there. And he's there. But he has got like, you know, like a pub stool, like a shitty pub stool.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And he's lay it like on its side.
I don't know if I can hear the rest of this.
He's put a condom on it and he's
No, he
shagged.
was asleep. So he
Yeah.
passed out.
But then he'd passed out with the
passed
chair
out.
leg in.
So he'd fallen asleep. She goes in, he's on his side, whatever. He'd passed out in that situation. She's looking round. The chair leg is also on its side with a condom over the stool leg. He had been fucking himself
With the chair leg.
a stool. And that was her boyfriend, not like, and she had walked into that.
I don't know what to say. I'm actually speechless.
What? That honestly, and it's
I
true.
need to know the rest of it. What happened when he woke up? Did they continue? Like,
we
did
don't know.
I am sure that there was. I've got very bad memory, but there was something about the chair got sold. Can you
for money?
And she couldn't get rid of it for ages.
Yeah. So then her dad
kept turning back up.
The chair kept turning back up. Something like her dad did a cart boot sale, sold the chair, not knowing the what had happened to this stool, and then
poor stool.
and then somebody bought it back or something. It ended up back again, so she couldn't get rid
She's
of this
sorted.
fucking stool.
Oh my God, honestly.
So the stool was everywhere.
No, that's
basically.
actually horrific.
Yeah, it's awful. So we actually asked our audience, didn't we? Like, everybody knows that story if you know Nip Tuck. So we asked if anybody had anything. Is there anything that's ever going to beat that? Like, we're giving you a chance. We're doing a Valentine special. We're going to be with Liv. And this is what came through.
Okay, let's play it out. Is it a voice note?
We have warped the voice because, as you know, guys,
I've
it's
not heard this
always-
yet.
None of us have. It's always anonymous.
I hope it's not. It's not another. Okay, go.
I have a friend who's a dominatrix, works, and she asked me a couple of times to do a few jobs with her, only really high paying ones when I come do it. And she basically said that she had this businessman, an older businessman, and I came and arrived at the job, and he was there dressed in like a full suit, come from work with a brown briefcase, and he wanted the sissy treatment, which is basically where they want to be dressed up as a woman, and just dress up like a woman, degraded. He wanted to be called names and a bit of light kicking, and things like that. So he came and he wanted his makeup done, so I done his makeup for him. We put him in a pink mini dress, a sparkly mini dress, with a fake breastplate, like a massive breastplate, and stockings, black stockings, heels. So I said to him, I was like, do you want to go for a little walk and be a little dog? And this was literally like in the middle of like Kensington. So I put on like a big fur coat, and so did my friends. And we literally walked him down the road like a little dog with the fake breasts on. And we was like kicking him and making him do stuff like lick the lamppost and like cock his leg, like drink from puddles, sniff like dog shit. Oh my god, it's so funny. When we got back, he was like, I wanted to get pegged. My friend is an experienced dom, so she gave him a really good pegging. And then I had a little go. It was my first time pegging. It's actually so much harder than you think, like to thrust with the strap on. So I had a little go just to see what it'd be like. And then I left it to my friends. And yeah, and he just kept extending the time. We just kept giving him loads of challenges, but mostly just like ignoring him, and getting him to do stuff for us. But yeah, it was a very interesting night. I earned a lot of money, and I've done similar things a couple of times. So yeah, make sure you keep me anonymous.
Wow. I mean, listen, everyone has their own thing.
Kink.
Can I just ask a question here? How the fuck did he figure out that was his kink?
Yeah.
Sniffing, on all fours, sniffing dog shit in Kensington. Like,
And then getting pegged.
That is bizarre.
In a dress.
In a dress and like stockings and heels.
I think sometimes really, really successful men, because they're so successful, because they get to choose everything and be that they want to be the ones that are not in control anymore.
Submissive.
I think it's very common. But how you got to the sniffing dog shit bit, I don't know. I don't know how he worked that
Drinking
out.
from puddles. I mean,
did anyone see it? Like,
we've just seen her in her dress.
Well, we've just seen a picture, but what if one of his staff, like he was a businessman, what if one of his staff was like, I saw Roger down last night sniffing dog shit? They'd be
Getting
like,
Roger
on all fours
they'd be
again.
like, don't talk crap, that's ridiculous. No, I swear, he was sniffing dog shit. Oh, shut up. No, he had a breastplate on.
licking puddles.
And licking puddles. Oh, fuck off, you were off your tits. But like, do you know what? A kink is a kink, and I'm
Each
glad
her
she got
own,
loads
he's
of
not
money for it.
hurting anyone.
He's not hurting anyone, and she got to have a go at pegging, so...
So, okay, on the subject of pegging. This is revenge on WhatsApp. My boyfriend of 5 years cheated, so as revenge, I downloaded his WhatsApp to my laptop with screenshot proof of him cheating. And not only that, his dirty messages to this other woman showing him begging to be pegged. I sent
Begging for a pegging.
Begging for a pegging. So I sent the screenshots to all of his family, friends, boss, and work colleagues, and have told them his favourite pet name is now Peggy Mitchell.
Peggy Mitchell. Love that.
Bye, boy.
Oh my
That's what she says.
That'd be the ultimate
that is
ick
the,
anyway. Like,
deserve
But it
that.
would be.
yeah.
We've got one more revenge confession, which I think women have a habit of just being able to go lower than men because there's something we gain more from it.
Yeah.
Revenge confession. My best friend caught her boyfriend cheating, so she went savage and peed into a container and transferred it into her boyfriend's eyedropper. The boyfriend couldn't work out why he kept getting conjunctivitis for several weeks before she revealed it all and ended it for good.
What a I think
I'd
that's
have to
really
do
good.
like
By
that,
the
though.
way, another thing, a big pissing in your eye
And
drop.
pissing in your eyeballs. I think that's quite well thought out and out of the box. You know, it's out there.
I do too, and I actually have to say, if I caught my boyfriend or a boyfriend cheating, I, instead of confronting them straight away, would have to
small
fuck with
things,
them for a little bit, just
We
to
always
get
say that.
the own satisfaction back.
Yeah.
We always say that, don't we? That you
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
the receipts, so you don't spunk your load. You get all the bits
yeah.
of information. You take it over time. So when he goes, I wasn't there. You go, bam, 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 and let him lie first, and then you do little things.
And just fuck with them.
You've got one chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't blow it.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Right. Everyone settle down.
Settle
right.
down, kids.
So basically, this girl wrote into the podcast ages ago, and she'd gone back to this footballer's house and shagged him. And she said it was the worst shag, like, of her life. She said he was fit, like, big footballer.
But really selfish, didn't
Really selfish in bed, like, didn't even care for her needs or wants. And on her way out, she stole his Cartier bangle.
she? She saw it on the side and thought, do you know what?
I'm having it.
Yeah.
I'm having that.
And she wrote into us and she was like, it's eating me up with guilt. What do I do?
Should I have done it? Is it wrong? How do I now give it back?
Yeah.
Should
What
I give
do
it
you
back?
think,
What do we
Liv?
do?
I would give it back.
We said this. We hadn't tell our idea of giving it
So
back.
what we thought, do you know what? We get why you did it. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't
And
let
in the
you
moment,
come.
she might have been a bit pissed still.
And
or...
yeah, so we get it.
Not that it's right, it's not
we
right.
get it, but it wasn't right, and
Yeah.
you've got to give it back, and there's karma. So we thought, how do you give it back? So he obviously lives in a big gated house
With cameras
with
everywhere.
cameras. So our idea was this.
Wait, has he clocked? Have they spoken since? Has he clocked?
He
onto
No,
it?
doesn't
she
know.
said
He's got that many of them.
Yeah,
He doesn't
she
fucking
said
know.
he does. He's not got in touch with her or anything, but she said she just saw it on the side, just took it, and when she googled it, it was worth like 20 grand.
So she thought, oh,
So
shit.
she was like, "This is
So our thought was, you get your bestie, you kind of bury a body bestie, whoever
Yeah.
that is. You get in the car, you park around the corner, you put balaclavas on, you climb
No, we
up.
said an Uber.
Oh, an Uber, so it's not traceable. With the balaclavas, you climb over and just chuck it, and then you've given it back.
Yeah.
And hope for the best. And then no one knows
But
who it
then
was.
when
and
you're
you've given it back.
caught and you have to take that balaclava off holding the 20 grand
Well,
stolen bracelet, what do you
I
do
don't
then?
know.
Well, no, because you'd have
Or-
already chucked it.
Can I be honest? We could simplify this whole fucking situation. He's probably got a letterbox. And you could just get the random postman to
Oh,
put it back through the
yeah.
letterbox, and then
Oh,
it
I
could
didn't
look like
think
lost
of-
and found.
Oh yeah, she could post it to
Oh
him.
my god! Oh god, there's loads of ideas now. But
Or
the
post it at
balaclava,
the club.
the balaclava seems such a good. You'd give it to club and say you must have dropped. You've left.
We
oh.
wouldn't be good in a situation like
No,
that.
the balaclava seems such a good idea as well. No, you're right. You just give it back.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what I've ever done for revenge. It's probably something really cunty. Nothing. Actually, whatever. I don't know.
Have you ever been a storyline made for you to be revengeful in Main Chelsea? Do they ever orchestrate things like that?
Yeah, do they make
No,
up
I was just
storylines?
naturally a cunt. I didn't. No
But
one
I-
had to tell me to.
Yeah, of course they do.
I'm trying to think. No, actually, no. There was one guy when I was with Tristan. He was slightly two-timing me and another girl. And he didn't appreciate we were hanging out with each other. So we both just decided to text him the exact same messages for a good 10 minutes.
Oh,
and he didn't know what the fuck was
Yeah.
going on.
That's
Freaking out.
so he
Yeah.
so he was like, well,
Yeah.
oh, that's
and he was
brilliant.
replying the same thing to both of us. and
That
we were
is
like, "Fuck
absolutely
off."
brilliant. One
That's
idea I
fab.
always like
That-
is when girls both find out and they text to meet at the same place at the same time. They
Yeah,
both stood
yeah,
there
yeah.
just to watch.
Surprise.
Do you remember that program on MTV and it was like called Cheaters?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
they'd get the UV lamp with the sperm.
Yeah, to find the sperm on the bed sheets.
Yeah.
I loved that.
Must die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. They're making a second one of that.
Really?
Apparently. Right, before we wrap up, we've got one Valentine's Day disaster, and this has actually come from Stephen, who was on maths.
Okay.
He said he doesn't mind not remaining anonymous.
Stephen from Maths, I actually watched it. He got in a bit of hot water, but something about me didn't mind him. I didn't think he was that bad. He got in trouble for supposedly downloading Tinder and being on it when he was married.
Hinge. And actually,
Hinge.
can I say something? I was not a knob about him, but I was sort of saying his behaviour was disgraceful, not quite appreciating that actually, for anyone who did, you've got to be a maths fan to understand all this. Him and Nelly, the girl he was married to, had actually broken up.
There's a
So
bigger
it wasn't as
story.
bad as he made out to be. Anyway, this is his dating disaster. Dating disaster. One date, then she stalked my baby mum and sent me photos of her daily, like, whose body do you prefer? What made it worse was she was a policewoman.
Wow.
He needs to report that
So
behaviour.
she stalked the baby mum, then sent pictures of her and said, whose body do you prefer? Wow, that's nutty nut.
Girls like that give other girls really bad raps. Like, why?
Well, that's
do
like
you-
that girl we know the other week. who was at the beach bar and the girl was taking pictures
Oh, that's
of her.
just, honestly, gives women a bad reputation. A girl we know was at a beach club and two girls, they'd had a fallout, were taking pictures of her while she was just getting about a day, zooming in on a cellulite, sending it round chat, saying, have you seen what she looks like?
In their 30s.
And she was just getting on, like, you know, in the club, and they were zooming in on her, saying, look how fat she's got.
That's awful.
They give us an awful rep, those girls.
Yeah. This has been wonderfully savage. I think you guys are both amazing. Thank you so much.
Clap again. Thank you.
Amazing, Liv. You have been incredible, and I hope you can get lots of new friends of your podcast from ours as well. It's been a great crossover.
She's one of us.
She is one
I am.
of us.
Also, the wine and the ciggies with my face on.
Yeah, stunning.
It's the way
Thanks,
to a girl's
guys.
heart.
It is.
Bye, guys.